Welcome, Raphael. This conversation is being recorded in the video camera for further review.
Thank
Hello, Raphael. I've been looking at your resume, and it says here you've taken some interesting classes. Tell me about your skills in ballooning.
This is a skill I picked up during my years with a small but very prestigious circus. We traveled mostly in the northern regions of Montana.
What a valuable skill. Our last ballooner had an unfortunate accident with the helium tank, and since we get many applications, our job interview depends heavily on one big question. This is a very general question, so the most important thing for us is that you answer the question in an interesting and compelling way. Are you ready for it?
Give me a sec. Okay, I am ready.
Uh, Today's question is, does Evie or Alunas have a stronger feel and force of the other? You have 5 minutes, and go.
Let me think. Off the top of my head, I would say that the one that is stronger would be the one with the stronger force of will. And that would be experiencing a reality that is opposite to the one we're used to.
What do you mean exactly?
Like, for example, back in April, my mom and I were shopping in the metro station.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a few minutes away from here. We were outside of Starbucks, and a guy was sitting there on his computer, and we were talking to him. He's actually a professor at Tech, a microbiology professor. Anyway, while we were talking to him, all of a sudden a girl ran up, grabbed his laptop, and jumped into a car that was waiting for her.
Girl, how old was she?
A young girl, she was about my age, I would say.
Uh,
But I remember that I didn't get the license plate, and neither did my mom. Like, we're just not used to seeing those kind of things, so it didn't seem real. It seemed really so real. Like, we were asking ourselves afterwards that did that really happen?
yeah.
We were both kind of dumbfounded, and I don't know. So I think a lot of times what has a stronger feel and force of realness is what we're used to, what's been consistent and familiar to us, what's normal, I think, shapes our perception of life, and is what ultimately becomes a reality. Then when we're faced with the opposite of a reality, we don't see it as real or not real.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Actually, I can tell you a little story myself. I lived in Panama.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and well, the first time I got here to Georgia, it really impacted me. The change. I mean, don't get me wrong, Panama is not another place at all. And trust me, the weather is way better than here. But here, everything is different. Like the walking signs, the amount of police patrolling around, the bigger highways. It felt like a more beautiful place than Panama. And as you said, it felt kind of surreal, or almost not real to me.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it is what we're familiar with, and what really shapes our perception.
Alright, you've already given the example for someone accustomed to a beautiful reality like yourself experiencing a surreal feeling. So I will give an example about someone accustomed to an ugly reality experiencing a surreal feeling for the people watching this change really grasp the idea you were trying to share with me. I saw once this guy who lived in the middle of the ghetto. He probably had never experienced someone being kind to him. His mother died when he was 4 years old. One day, a girl comes up to him and gives him a flower, smiling. The rest is for your imagination to figure out. How does this guy who probably never experienced an act of kindness before respond to it?
Completely. How do you know this guy?
Oh, actually, completely made up story. Just an example.
I find it a bit stereotypical, though.
The stereotype, but
Stereotypes are there because there's something.
correct.
Absolutely. I think it really just comes back down to what is consistent in your life, what you're familiar with. I'm familiar with a suburbs of Atlanta. Not really being exposed to other things that are outside of the prosperity I have experienced growing up.
Yeah,
So even seeing that girl steal the man's laptop, like my mother and I were just frozen.
of course.
We didn't do anything.
I can imagine.
If I have that professor, I don't know if I'm going to stay today because he'll say, "Oh, you're the moron that watched my laptop." So, yes.
I remember back in Panama, I've been hearing a lot of this dangerous stuff. I've never experienced it by myself. I've never been mugged. I've never watched someone get mugged. I've never watched any sort of violence. I just hear it. But just hearing it is like getting used to it. And if something happens, I don't know. I already have that image in my head of something happening, and if something happens, I don't know. It would feel surreal, but at the same time, I would have that expectancy of it happening. It's a weird subject to talk and debate about. But I think in the end, it's just our personal experiences or our personal perception of things. What is really going to define if we see it as something real or if we see it as something surreal. Well, Raphael, 5 minutes have passed. I just have one more question. When you come on a special language, though, do you happen to speak Elfish?
Well, yes, yes, I do. I worked for many years as a translator in the Elvish.
Wonderful. We'll be in touch then. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Mr. LaGuardia. I hope hearing from you soon.
Great. 그러면 다음에서
Pinar, Nicodrin, Pilva, muy bien.
Yeah.
Thank you.